So, not doing too much today in terms of gameplay. It's just going to be me playing Junkenstein, just because it doesn't really require too much focus, so I can actually somewhat talk about this. So, I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about Overwatch 2. Now, I'm not really in a position, I guess, to be talking about these kinds of things because, you know, I don't really know much about it. But, it seems that a lot of people are on the fence about it. Some people either like it, like they're really for it, and then other people are just really against it. And I think it mainly has to do with it being announced as a sequel, you know, Overwatch 2 instead of an expansion. And I think Overwatch, or Blizzard, more rather, did that on purpose. Basically, I'm pretty sure Blizzard said that they're not doing paid DLC for Overwatch 1. So basically, to get around that, they made Overwatch 2, so technically they're not breaking their promise, right? Because it's technically a new game. At least that's what people have said, that's what I've heard. I have no idea if that's true. It just seems valid, I guess. It seems like something they would do to get around it, right? Like just a little thing they would do. So I look at the trailers and all that, well, what we have of it, and yeah, it does look like the exact same game, maybe a couple changes. Apparently there's a newer engine, or upgraded engine, I don't know, updated, whatever you want to call it. And I don't know if I'm gonna buy it because you don't really need to. I'm pretty sure it's just for the PvE. Like, if you only want PvP Overwatch and if you have the first one, there's really no need to actually buy Overwatch 2 from what I understand. And don't get me wrong, PvE is cool, I guess, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to actually buy it. It depends on the price tag. I think that's the main thing here. It's just the price, right? So what I'm kind of expecting is if you don't own Overwatch 1, Overwatch 2 is probably going to be 30 to 40 USD, because I believe Overwatch 1, when it released, was 40 USD. I may be wrong about that. And if you own Overwatch 1, maybe Overwatch 2 will be like, I don't know, 15, 20 USD maybe. None of this is confirmed, by the way. There's no confirmed release dates or prices or anything like that. That's just kind of me speculating, right? So yeah, I don't know. I've watched it all. Looks cool. I do like the new PvP stuff, and I think it's cool how they're making it so all the PvP content from Overwatch 2 and the heroes and all that is in fact going to Overwatch 1. So if you do own the first one, you're not locked out of anything, you know, besides the PvE, of course. So yeah, in that regard, I still think it's cool. I do like how you can transfer your stuff from Overwatch 1 to Overwatch 2, you know, despite it basically being the same. Overall, it looked nice. I do like the push mode, where basically, if I remember right, it's two teams. It's basically a symmetrical map, and there's two teams pushing a robot into enemy territory, and I think you want to, like, I think the person who wins is decided by who, you know, who gets the furthest push into the enemy territory or something like that. I have no idea. But yeah, it'll be interesting. It really is dependent on the price tags and all that, and how interesting the PvE actually is. Because a lot of people are quick to judge and say things like, oh, Overwatch 2 just looks bad, the PvE already looks terrible, and all of that. And I don't like to judge a game before it's even released. I think that's kind of dumb, to be honest. Like, who really cares? And yeah, like, it's not really, I don't know, I wouldn't call it a bad move on Blizzard's part. I still think it kind of is weird calling it Overwatch 2 despite it being the same game, but like I said earlier, I'm pretty sure that's just to get around the whole, you know, oh, technically it's, we're not breaking our promise because it's Overwatch 1, right? But yeah, the talents and stuff look cool. I don't think those will go into PvP, because if they did, that would be pretty broken. Like, I'm pretty sure there was one where when Mei goes into her ice thing, you know, her shift ability, I guess, it caused like everyone around her to freeze. I'm pretty sure that would not go to PvP, because if that was the case, Overwatch 1 would need abilities. Like Overwatch 1 would need to have the talents, right? Which I guess like that would kind of defeat the purpose of Overwatch 2, right? Not really, but you know what I'm trying to say. It would just seem really weird and off. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the new maps, new heroes, and you know, the push game mode. Because like I said, that is all coming to Overwatch 1, which is nice because, you know, PvP stuff. And most people do play for the PvP part or PvP aspect anyway, so you're not missing out if you don't get Overwatch 2. I may buy it if it is low enough price. Like, if it's, you know, 15, 20 USD, like I said, I'll probably pick it up. But if it's more, I don't know. I just play Overwatch PvP, you know, it's what it is. Now, I don't know if there's going to be like added benefits to playing the second one, like, well, added benefits meaning like, is it going to be like smoother, you know, like smoother frame rate and all that? Not that, you know, I really have FPS issues anyway. I mean, Overwatch is a pretty optimized game as it is, but I don't know, like just better visuals and stuff, because apparently the visuals are slightly better. Yeah, I've only heard that they were slightly better. I don't think they're actually that much better. Maybe not. But yeah, I just want a release date and basically that. I don't care if the price of the game is, you know, too high, because like I said, I'll just not buy it. I just want to know when it's released, because I want the PvP stuff for Overwatch 1. So yeah, I think more people would be a lot for it. Like, more people would be more for it if they advertised it as DLC, but I've already said why they advertised it as Overwatch 2. Makes sense. But I don't know if that's the actual reason. That's the thing. That might not even be why they did it. But it seems like a plausible reason as to why they would. So yeah, we'll just leave it at that. Overwatch 2 looking nice. I know this was all over the place. I'm not used to making these kinds of videos. I'm not reading off a script or anything. I'm just saying what comes to mind. I'm pretty sure there was a lot more things I actually wanted to say, but I just didn't remember. Because, like I said, I don't really do these kinds of things. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this little discussion. It's hardly a discussion, honestly. I just rambled on a lot, but whatever. So I don't expect anyone to even know what I said. I'm pretty sure everything that I said was not even coherent at all. But yeah, that's just my thought about it. I'm not going to judge the game until it's out. I really do want to see it. Like, I might buy it anyway, even if it's like 30 USD. I may just get it. I really don't know. It depends on a lot of things. So with that all being said, see you guys later, and I will see you next time.